Cancer, hi, welcome to your mid-month May read. We are going to be looking at the tarot for you. At the end of the read, I'll have an oracle card here for your advice. These are general reads, so if they don't resonate with you, too bad, so sad. But as always, the best way to get a read that does resonate with you is your personal read. And you can find my email in the description below, by the way, if you'd like a personal read. My cat's running around. As well as my social media links. If you'd like to get to know me personally, go ahead and follow me there. Alright, let's get started with your read, Cancerian. Well, it looks like you're doing a bit of learning here for the mid-month of May. You have the Page of Wands here, and what's being challenged is the Ace of Swords. So this could be learning or maybe getting into a new school, by the way. I feel like the Cancerian might be looking at schools, might be looking at some sort of higher learning, but it's just a start. So this could be like signing up for a school, signing up for some sort of student loan, that type of thing. Although how this is attached to love, I don't know, and why because, you know, I stick with the love type of reads, right? So, but I feel like there's some sort of learning going on here with your reads. So maybe some of you need to hear that if you're enrolling in some school. It's overall, it looks like you're already invested in that idea. And I feel like that has to do something with your social aspects, because I do see the Knight of Cups and I also see the Page of Wands. So when I see Page and the Knights working together, I'm thinking like maybe it's some sort of social aspect. Your strength is the Moon. So, you know, well, before we get to the Moon, let me go why you're here. 10 of Cups. Like, you want the ultimate fulfillment. You want to be able to show off your person. You want to be like, hey, look, this is me. I'm happy. But I think with the strength being your Moon is that maybe you've been kind of like on the low pro or kind of like hidden from the limelight for a little bit here, Cancerian. In the past, you've had this Knight of Cups, but I feel like somebody kind of like walked away. You know, somebody was definitely giving you emotions, but they walked away from that. Yeah, there's a strong sense that somebody cared for you here in the past, or this could just be you moving away from somebody, moving away in a different direction from love. And maybe that's for school, right? Maybe some of you are leaving a situation. Some of you have to leave town as well. It could be attached to that. I see that there. Then I see the Seven of Wands here. It's a little kind of like an auspicious type thing here. When I see Seven of Wands here, it's like the only card that's like really out of place here. And I think you may have some boundaries up when it comes to certain people coming in and out of your life. You may have like... I don't know. It's just like instead of creating action, you're creating action the reverse type of action. You're creating actions where you're kind of like pushing people away. Some of the things you do, some of the things you say, I kind of see it now. I see it now. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see it now. It makes sense. Okay, I got to figure out how to put this into words for some of the Cancerians. This makes sense. This is like trying to manifest a new car, but you're gonna sign up for aviation school to learn how to fly a plane. I think that's a dumb example. Let's just put it this way. Some of you are signing up for a school like maybe across the country, and some of you are still looking for love in the place that you're at, right? You can't very well make both things happen there. You have to kind of work with the universe here. Because the universe is showing you here, in this card, it's showing me what's being hidden from you. Or maybe it's pretty obvious that you've been being left out in the cold a while. And it might be by the words you're using with people. You might be telling people, oh, I want to go to school, but I want to go to school like over in overseas, right? I want to go to school in Japan. And maybe you live like in Australia, or you live in America, right? And you're already kind of like closing off things, and then there's somebody that's emotional here that really wants to give you love, but they're walking in the opposite direction because maybe this person's more in tune with what they're trying to manifest than you are. I don't care if I'm triggering some of you. I don't care if you're going to get mad if this is your read or not. If I'm triggering something in you, maybe I'm just highlighting that, what people are seeing in you and walking away. It doesn't have to be school, right? It could be different things. It could be like maybe you're manifesting when you're saying things. It's not necessarily manifestation. This is more like what you're saying, right? But you have the Chariot here, which is your card, Cancerian, and it's also signifying kind of like your suggested approaches to move. Like, so for example, like I said, these are just examples, right? Try to kind of squeeze it to your situation. But, like if I'm moving, I'm in California and I'm moving to Florida, that type of thing, I'm not going to be looking for love in California. I don't want to bring sand to the beach when I go to Miami. And I feel like this Chariot's being kind of weighed down by these 5 of coins. Really look at what you're trying to manifest and make sure that connects. Now, like sometimes there's people you may say like, well, I don't want to live, here's another example. I don't want to live in the countryside. I want to live in the city. But you meet somebody that's about, living in the city. This is about compromise. So compromising, and that takes strength. That's going to take some sort of strength from your part, Cancerian, to actually compromise. I don't see this as your strength. I see this, in your hopes and fears. And compromising is kind of like sticking your hands inside that lion's mouth. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo or a Virgo. And I think, especially if you're dealing with some sort of like Leo type energy where they're trying to offer you the kingdom and they're trying to put like, hey, look, we can live together here, blah, blah, blah. But you're saying, I want to go do school over there, that's going to cause some conflicts. What fixes this and for your best potential outcome is, detachment. When I see 8 of Wands, I think spiritual, I think detachment as well. This is also communication, but there's no people here. So I don't think this is communication from a person or anything coming down from any sort of energies trying to communicate to you, other than that, you kind of have to put the communication of the action that you want to create for yourself here. If you're not communicating what you really want or being specific about what you want, and you're trying to manifest 2, 3 different things at one time, you do push people away here. You got to realize you might be pushing away the ultimate love story by saying the wrong things, and like killing someone's hope off. This is a really weird message for you. Let's pull a Dragon Oracle for your advice. I like this one that fell out, but it fell out and I don't know. We'll see. If it comes out, it comes out. These are Japanese oracle cards. They're dragons. And they were gifted to me by a friend today. So we're gonna use them. They have kanjis on them, so they don't really say anything. I know a little bit of kanjis, so I know when there's the love, when there's the water, the fire. I can kind of like guess what the picture and what the kanji is trying to tell us here. Here it is. This is it. So I know this is a kimeru kanji. Right here it says kimeru. Kimeru means to commit to an idea, to decide. And I think these are big manifestations you have, and you have to kind of commit to some sort of manifestation that you're trying to create. And like I always say, like, manifestation is not a magic trick, folks. It's not something like, ooh, ooh, you know, ooh, ooh, ooh. It's not like those tarot card readers put it out there. It's the seedling of an idea you put in your mind and how you voice it out to the universe and how it comes to be because you create the action. Nothing manifests if you don't do anything. And I think that's what the Eight of Wands is trying to say here with this card, is it's, you have to communicate to yourself and maybe the people around you what you really want, you know. Maybe you're not telling somebody you want to be their partner and you've been waiting for a while for them to do the work, and, you know, waiting around, maybe they think you're not into them as well, and that could detract your person, right? That, I think that's a more reliable example of what might be going on here, right? And I think education, moving, those are all going to be important topics to you, Cancerian. Those are going to be really super important to you. But yeah, I think the main dragon here is about committing to an idea and making up your mind what you want. Because you do get it your way right away, but it's you might be detracting certain things so that you can get one thing. And, you know, for some of you that might work, right? Some of you want the ultimate education over the love thing, and I see that. Some of you want the ultimate love thing over a move, right? So you got to kind of be specific with what you're saying. You might be detracting people here. There's something you're not seeing there. Although your strength is, I feel like your strength is opposing this Ten of Cups. So, you know, that's all I got for the Cancerian. I'll see you guys again next week. Bye.